face-off with the Denver Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. At the 29-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Just like that.
To throw his car. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. He's got a man. It's Williams. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now! 180! 180, we're good, we're good! 180!
Four down. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Tight dog.
This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. Sponge. No.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
I'm going to run you over.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's the Raiders punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. Get to the base. 55, come on.
Jackson on first down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. This is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. The throw complete here to Williams. A big play that time for the Raiders. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 52.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Second and goal at the Broncos' 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, watch it. Slam. Check. 93.
Carr now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Carr. The quick slant caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 8 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, Tony's right. Watch out. 3 down.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again. Here we go. Hey, come on. Line 54. Check back.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Completes it to Fant on the right side. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to grade the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Jackson. Screen pass to Lindsey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 49, check 49. Shoot!
Now it's Crowell. Oh, he breaks another. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. First 9 seasons in the league for Brown were, of course, in Pittsburgh. Last year, though, growing concerns of his dissatisfaction in his role with the Steelers and the quibbles with Ben Roethlisberger. So he ends up being traded to the Raiders in March. 7-time Pro Bowler, 6 straight years of at least 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. Not a bad stretch. What a talent for Derek Carr to have on his side. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
What down? 180.
Me and you. It's just me and you.
180.
On play action. Now Carr. Past the 20. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check.
Right down. 5-2 to Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Hey, here we go. Watch.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Raider 9.
Watch Mike.
Carr going to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 30.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Carr now 6 of 10 of this first down. He's got his guys a first down here.
Switch gears.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
We're good. 180.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. throw here's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. Third down here. Good play there to step in and knock that one away by Chris Harris.
Who said that he couldn't play in the NFL?
Not me.
Hey, not you. A lot of scouts did. A lot of people undrafted, and has turned himself into a Pro Bowl cornerback, one that really knows how to play the position.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too clean.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Throwing is Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 16 yards, a first down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. They go play action now. Jackson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Jackson to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, the Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Come on, come on, come on.
Jackson from the shotgun to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, but now it's 3rd and goal. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime here in the final game. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for Touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A give, running right, Lindsey. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his tight end Fant. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Sutton. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Jackson on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down, Denver.
On the ready. Mike 50. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Left side here to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And the Broncos first down.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Jackson That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Now Jackson operating from the gun. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. The kick by McManus is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the pass to Grant, and he's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Wide, get wide. Out. Watch the end.
Crowell. And some room to run now. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll toss it to Crowell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 9-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
He's checking. Crash. Rush in. Express.
Now a toss running left. This is Crowell. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Broncos take over at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You got nothing.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 22 yards there, a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Jackson now. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Jim.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. Once again, it's Jacobs, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
What down? 180.
Mike, 2. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A critical... there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now pass complete here to Sanders. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Dad, 180.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
On first down. It's Lindsey. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Flacco. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 yards there and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Kill. Red. Kill.
Right there.
And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. A 1-yard touchdown pass as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
All day, every day, any day.
Monday. That's what.
Flacco from the gun. And he's got it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their two-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Alert flare. Watch twins.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Check 99. 25. Check 25.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's taken to the 26. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hurry up.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
At the 30-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Coming to you.
Flacco. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They'll look to throw. They'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Denver.
Pressure mounting. Flacco. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Flacco leads to Lindsey on the draw. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Flacco to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Setting to throw, Flacco. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Let's go.
So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the business